Hi, it's Sonia here. It's been about a week and a half since we've last chit-chatted. I'm so glad to be joining you again to all my Encouraged TV subscribers. So yes, things have been really busy in my life, which is a great thing. I was just given the honor of being nominated for an NAACP Theater Award for my portrayal of Lady in Red in Intisaki's For Color Girl, who considered suicide when the rainbow was enough. So last week I went to the award show and I had said to my mom and my friends, I'm just blessed to just be recognized, for my gift to just be noticed. I've won. I've won already. And a friend of mine took me and we went to enjoy ourselves and to see Diane Carroll, who was being honored, and to hopefully bump into Loretta Devine, which we did. And I actually came back with the award. So I actually won it. To God be the glory. So we just are grateful and we're thankful to win a lead actress award from the NAACP. How great is that? Okay, so I just wanted to celebrate myself with you because sometimes I struggle to really celebrate myself. So I wanted to do that and just let you know that it's okay. I know now that it's really okay to celebrate yourself. You're not, trying to, be arrogant or put someone else down. God blessed you and gave you a gift. God rained down from heaven a blessing upon you, and you should celebrate that. Your gift was recognized and you should celebrate yourself. Even if it's small, celebrate yourself. Don't forget to really give back to yourself and let yourself know I appreciate you and I love you, which is what I wanted to do tonight. Okay, so enough about me. Let's encourage you. I want to talk about being a risk taker. Really understanding what it means to be a risk taker. Risk takers are really faith believers. They're people who really have great faith, or good faith that they're working on, faith in progress, But you have to have some sort of faith in order to be a risk taker. Because the fruit of the tree is really on the limb of the tree. And to be a risk taker, you have to be willing to go to the limb of the tree, to take yourself away from the spine and the bark of the tree, where the tree is stable and secure, and to crawl and inch your way to the fruit, to the edge, to the precipice. The limb is kind of weak. It's kind of, you don't really know if it's going to hold you up, but that's where the fruit is. The fruit is out there, not close to where you think security is. And so the fruit is out there where you have to utilize and exercise your faith in God, knowing that, okay, I'm stepping away from ground and I'm going out into the sea, like Peter did with Jesus, and he was able to walk on water, see? So you have to, when you want something, or when you're trying to pursue your destiny, or trying to reach your goal, or trying to really pursue your purpose and really grab and find your purpose, you have to go out to where the fruit is, because the fruit, that's your destiny, that's your harvest, that's your ripe fruit designed only for you to devour and taste, to grab and replenish yourself. God put that fruit out on the limb of the tree for you. You see? Nobody can touch your destiny. Nobody can duplicate your purpose. Nobody could steal your fruit, your harvest, your season. Your season belongs to you and only you. So don't worry if time goes by and you think the fruit is too old to grab. Nah. You serve a God that created time, so you don't have to worry about that. Just know that I don't have to worry about time. Take a deep breath and erase all that from your mind. And just believe that when you get out there on the fruit, when you finally do it and take that leap of courage and grab your faith and go out to where the fruit is, that it's going to be ready, juicy, and ripe for you. It's going to be your season, your harvest to eat, and your harvest to share. Okay? So don't be afraid to take a risk. Just know that there are angels all around you, watching, protecting you. Only when you get out there in the storm, in that trial, when the water's raging, do you see your miracle. Why should God perform a miracle for you when you're comfortable and you're safe on solid ground? No, the miracle comes when you can't see your way and you're not quite sure and you can't quite see land in front of you, and you're out here and you trusted God and you have your faith and you took a risk, and now you're out here and you're waiting, and you know that He's going to show up, because you know that He's a God that won't forsake you and a God that never fails. And even if you fail, even if you fall, even if you grab for the fruit and you don't quite get it, or you grab for the fruit and you fall off the tree before you can get it, that's okay, because you can get back up. So let's say if that's the worst thing that can happen to you, is that you fail or that you fall, knowing that you can get back up and climb right back up that tree and reach for the same fruit, reach for your purpose, the same harvest is there for you and only meant for you. If that's the worst thing that can happen, then you have nothing to worry about, because you know that there are all these miracles in place designed to help you progress, move forward, designed to help you grab what's meant for you, designed to help you live your best life, designed to help you put your light on a hill for all the world to see. You see? That fruit belongs to you. It has your name on it. Only you can eat from that fruit. It was meant for you, prepared for you, seasoned for you, and it is in your harvest time that you'll receive that. So you don't have to worry about someone taking that from you. You don't have to worry about you getting too old to actually go for it. You're never too old if God says it so. Okay? So just believe. As long as you're in lockstep with your purpose and God's will for your life, you'll be fine. And even if the risks are small risks, you don't have to take a big risk. I'm a really big risk taker. Really big risk taker, but I have my reasons for that. I'm a big risk taker because it shows me how much God loves me. When I take a risk and I have to stand on faith and stand on His promise, it really shows me how much I'm favored and how much He loves me when He shows up for me. See, so me taking a big risk is my own. I have my own reasons for it. But you can take small risks, and the smaller risk you take, one small risk, another small risk, the further you're getting out towards the edge of the tree, towards your purpose and your destiny, towards your calling and your harvest, where you can take your fruit and bite into that juicy fruit, and it's yours for the taking. And that's when your life really begins to open up. So one thing about risk takers, you have to have faith. Faith believers are big risk takers. Faith believers are small risk takers. You have to have faith. And in order to have faith, you have to know who you are. In order to believe in something you can't see, you have to know. You have to know deep within the marrow of your bones who you are and what you stand on. You have to know that in order to really have faith and be able to say, okay, here I go. You have to know exactly who you are and whose you are. Exactly what you stand for and what you won't tolerate. Exactly what you have empathy for and exactly what you have compassion for. You have to know those things about yourself. Because once you really know yourself is when you really start living. Child, you don't know yourself. You haven't lived unless you know yourself, in other words. You haven't lived your fullest to your fullest potential until you know exactly who you are and exactly what you stand for. And it's a lifelong journey. I mean, you don't get this overnight. This is through sweat and tears, storms and trials. It just doesn't happen by taking a pill, or just doesn't happen by just waking up and now you know yourself and all is well with the world. In order to really know yourself, you have to know what you can survive. You have to know what you can withstand. Life, God allows things, the universe takes you through things, and you come out on top. You survive it. Breast cancer. You survive it. That car accident. You survive it. The loss of a parent. And you come out on top and you realize, oh, that's what I'm made of. That I beat cancer and I'm a survivor. That's what I meant. That's what I'm made of. That I was able to win that lawsuit against those people who tried to victimize me. That's what that's what I'm made of. I'm made of some strong stuff. I'm strong like an oak. And when you begin to know who you are, what you're made of, you have more confidence. You have more faith. Because you know, I can withstand, I can make it through that. I can survive that. Oh honey, I've survived 2 divorces. I've survived my child being killed. I've survived addiction. Oh, I can survive this. And now your faith is stronger. See, people pray and ask God to strengthen their faith. They pray and ask God to make them stronger and wiser. Well, hold on and be prepared, because that means you're going to go through something. Because that's how you learn wisdom. That's how you learn how to develop your faith, by going through a trial and rising above it and knowing that God has you, knowing that He'll never forsake you. And then you come out on the other side, and now your faith is stronger. Now your perspective is more acute. You're more keen to or more, it's your vision, or the vision that you have without your eyesight is sharper. Your discernment is sharper, you see? So never be afraid of taking a risk, because it lets you know where your faith is. And never be afraid of exercising your faith, because it lets you know who you are. Okay? So, I think I'm going to stop there. Take risks. Grab your faith. Know your season hasn't ended. To go out on the limb of the tree where the fruit is and grab your harvest. No one can take your fruit away from you. No one can take your season. It was already predestined. So forget about it. Stop worrying about when is it going to come. It's going to come when it comes. When you learn more about yourself, you're on solid ground, you have a strong foundation, you have your faith, and now you're ready to take that risk. That's when it all happens. It just opens up like a flood. So I'm going to stop there. It's getting late, but I hope this blesses someone's life tonight. And I hope you see this and you decide, oh wow, something's been on my heart to take a risk on, and I stopped myself before I tried. And I stopped myself because it wasn't secure, and all the ducks didn't line up correctly, and it wasn't quite stable. Well, if you're in lockstep with your purpose, don't be afraid to take that risk. Remember, angels are all around you, waiting to protect you, waiting to show up and sprinkle miracles all in your life to let you know that you have favor and that you'll be okay. You see? I believe that for my life, because God has shown up and showed out in my life, and He continues to do so. So I celebrate you, and I hope that you celebrate me. And just remember to take a risk, even if they're small ones, and reach for your fruit. Grab your season. Life is precious, so open it. Your harvest is now. Your season is right now. Grab it, seize it, and do yourself proud. Okay, that's the end of this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Click the like button if you like it. And I'll see you next week with another great message, hopefully. A great message to share. God bless.